Hello, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. I'm going to tackle prompt 2 and 3 today for Junk Journal July. And if you haven't seen my prompt number 1, I will leave a link up here and also down below if you're interested to see how I tackled prompt number 1. Now, prompt number 2 is reinvent. And I was thinking I'm going to reinvent the humble doily. And I've got these vintage doilies, which is now available in my Etsy shop. For those who doesn't know, I've got an Etsy shop. I will link it down below if you're interested to pick it up. And I, in a way, love using doilies in sort of real doilies, printed doilies. So I've just designed these vintage doilies. I love how it turned out. I love the subtle colors. So I'm trying to make a tuck spot, but in hindsight, I glued it hopelessly too high. So when I'm going to put my other doily, which I'm going to reinvent into a tag, it's not going to work very well, but I'm able to sort it out. I decided to use this cute girl next to the door. I was actually sad to cut it up, but lucky it's a printable, so I can cut it or I can print it out again. So I'm deciding to put her in that oval space, and I'm thinking of using some material as a backing, but I decided against that. So I'm just digging into my stash, which I'm trying to do with this project. So I'm coming across this 6x6 pad of paper. It's not the best quality paper, but it's perfect for things like backing. And I want to use this beautiful vintage paper just to put behind the little doll. I think in hindsight, I should have moved a little bit further away so I could see the etching of the flowers. Unfortunately, I'm almost covering all the flowers, so you won't see much of the flowers. But at the end of the day, I think the colors work perfectly with that doily. And now I'm just looking at this fabric serviette, and I'm just cutting these flowers up. This is just something I had in my stash, and I thought this subtle pink flowers work perfectly with this doily. This pink reminds me very much of Victoria Velvet, the Distress Oxide ink from Tim Holtz or Rangers. So yeah, I just love that subtle pink, Victorian pink, as it says the name. So now my next reinvention is obviously I'm going to use this other doily and I'm going to make a tag from it. And I think that is quite something I've never thought of, using a doily as a tag, as a journaling spot. So I was quite happy to reinvent it like that. So I'm just putting ringlet in there to reinforce my hole there, and I love the white one. I tend to always choose white instead of gold or silver. Now I'm just digging into the same yarn which is sort of over this booklet. I'm trying to keep to the same color scheme, and I thought I'm going to make a topper for it, and it was a bit too short to make a bow. So I'm just going to go in there just to fold it on top of each other, and then I'm just going to use a string to attach it. I love that look, to make a little bow there. I'm just using this purple string. Yet again, keeping to my color scheme, trying not to introduce too many colors. It's quite a challenge because I love baby blues and things like that also. But I thought maybe to put it in the back there, but then I thought then I must make another tag for this tuck spot, because obviously I want this tuck spot to be useful. So I thought I might as well just put this tag, which I reinvented, and I'm just going to put it in the tuck spot. Now I want to decorate the inside of that tag. First of all, I wanted to put this whole square on top of the doily, but then I think I'm going to spoil it, so I decided to cut the small little flowers out and rearrange it on there. And I like how it looks. I like that little flowers that peeks out there. And then I'm decided to use the other side of that doily just to stamp my title or the prompt out on there, because I want to keep it. I want to remind myself what the prompts are, because I'm not going to do it in order in my book. I'm going to just look for a space where I think the prompt is going to be the best. So I'm putting reinvent on there, and I remember to stamp number 2 there, because this is prompt number 2. And I must say, I love how it turns out. I love the subtle pinks, especially with this fabric next to it on the left-hand side. You can obviously journal on the tag if you want. And this is just a nice way. So this is the next day. So we're going to tackle prompt number 3, which is layered tags. And I decide to use that paper bags which flip over as a tuck spot. So now I'm just going to yet again in my stash. As I said, I'm trying to use my stash. I've got these beautiful tags. I've had it for ages and ages. I don't know why I haven't used it, but now I'm very glad that I can use it. So I'm basically just going to interpret the prompt as it is. I'm going to take tags and then I'm just going to stack it all on top of each other. But I thought I wanted a bigger tag as a base because otherwise these tags will disappear a little bit in that tuck spot. So first of all, I look at this pattern paper, but then I thought I think the color scheme doesn't go 100% with my palette. And then I found this beautiful pattern paper from Rosie Design, and I thought that works perfectly. Yeah, it has more or less the same colors, and I'm just making my base card. And as you know, when you make a tag, you just cut the one side of the ear off, you flip it over, and you cut the other side off, then you get a perfect tag, and the one ear is not cut wider or shorter or whatever than the other one. Yeah, I'm putting my whole ring or my hole in there, but I should have in hindsight put it a little bit deeper because I'm going to struggle to put all these tags on top of each other, but I'll sort that out later. Now I'm just using this beautiful tab, which I actually should use a little bit more, to create this interesting edge because, yeah, I just wanted to bring a little bit more interest in the tab or tag. But unfortunately, when you put it in a tuck spot, you won't be able to see it. But obviously, when you lift it out, you will see it. Now I'm just putting these tags on top of each other, and here's where I realized I should have really put my hole punch a little bit deeper in, but I'm just cutting around it to make this tag fit there. Luckily, it wasn't really a problem with the other tags, so I'm not just trying to make them from big to small and layer them on top of each other. Wanted to use that one, but then I thought, no, I don't like the shape, and I also didn't want to really introduce blue, and I decided I'm going to go actually with a bigger tag underneath because I didn't like the fact that there was such a big gap between the tags. And I even decided to go with another tag in there to lay it and stagger it on top of each other. So I'm just putting them on top of each other, just making sure the holes overlap and that I don't miss anything. I also decided to use this craft tag because I think it works nice with the colors because there is these craft bags in my booklet. And I'm also using my sort of zigzag little scissors to create the edge at the bottom. And I love how it looks. I love the different sort of effects and textures. And I like the fact that the tags goes from big to small and all these different colors. And then I've got this cute little tag, also a very small little one. I thought that will work perfectly. But first of all, I'm just going to put my ring enforcer through all that holes. It was quite difficult to do it, but I did manage at the end. It wasn't very secure at the back, so I'm going to go in with washi tape and just put something over there just to keep it there and secure it. And obviously also because I just wanted to cover that. So then obviously I need to make my little hole again to put my string through. So what I first want to do is I want to stamp something on that craft little tag. And I've got this beautiful stamp set also from Rosie Design, and I thought I'm going to use that cute little scissors. I think it will work perfectly on there, and that's how it looks. I just use some pink, Versify ink, I think. Just put it on top of there, and then I'm going to do my string. And then I've got these cute little charms, and I'm just looking and see what charm I'm going to use. I decided to use this charm with the little heart and the wings. I thought that looks quite cute. So now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to attach it together. So it layers on top of each other. I didn't want the charm to overlap the small little craft tag. I wanted to be layered on top of each other. I think I'm going to go back in and change it so it can lay a bit higher so you can see the different layers. So now as I said, I'm just going to put it in my booklet and see how it looks. I love how it looks. I think it works perfectly with this pink bag. But I also decided I'm just going to staple the bag there at the bottom because I think glue might not hold it enough because it's quite a heavy tag and that dent is not very big. And I've also decided I'm going to use a paper clip just to secure it on there because I think, as I said, I don't really trust that paper bag, that the tuck spot, that it will hold it. So now at that little flip up give me the perfect place to put my prompt, which is layer tag. And then I'm also going to stamp number 3 because it's obviously prompt number 3. So let's complete my prompt number 2 and 3. So I'm just showing you the layer tag. I love how it turned out. I love all these beautiful colors. And you probably even could put things like lace and pom-poms on there. But I'm trying to keep this booklet obviously not so bulked up because I still need to do quite a lot in it. So my reinvent was obviously the doily, and which I will leave down below my Etsy shop if you're interested in picking up this vintage doilies. And then my layer tag. I love how it turns out. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.